What's going on, guys? Chris here, back again with another video for you guys today. In this video, we want to talk about Thursday flipping and what you guys could potentially buy today on Wednesday that you could possibly see rising a little bit on Thursday. And as you guys know, we do this every single Thursday, and this is one of the biggest videos on my channel every single week. It's a constant video we've been making since last year. If you guys are wondering why I'm talking so low, it's because people are sleeping in my house. I'm uploading at 3:30 in the morning right now, and it's because I have a bad sleeping schedule, and that's why I'm literally recording at this stage right now. So all I ask before we get into the video today, if you guys can just drop a like on the video and subscribe if you guys are new around here. That is the easiest thing to do to support my channel. That'd be absolutely amazing. And make sure you guys get involved with all of the free trading stuff that's in the description. My free trading Discord, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok, which I'll be uploading more stuff on there coming soon. So the first player, and let me just get into it real quick. Why do I think the market's going to rise Thursday? Well, the reason why I think it's going to rise Thursday is because people are still going to see the prices of some of these cards, and they're going to say to themselves, okay, some of the stuff is still too low, and I think I can buy my team on Thursday, and they're at decent prices. So I could see the market, especially the one under 200k. I wouldn't be going crazy on guys that are 250, 300, 400k. I wouldn't do that. I think anything that's like 200k and under is pretty safe this week. And cards that we know that have risen in the past, and we'll talk about that on the video today. Another reason why I think that the market's going to do pretty well is not many packs are being ripped open, and as that does bring on coins to the market, it doesn't give supply to certain gold. So that's why I'm looking at the guys like Varane this week, the Contes, the Mo Salah type market. I'm expecting those sort of cards to really go up this week, higher than where they've been. I bought a few, and I'll go into my transfer list right now and show you guys. I bought a decent amount of cards. I've bought, I think, like 35 cards. I bought a lot of Griezmann. I bought some Llorentes. Bought a couple Allisons for Team of the Week today. I bought a couple Salahs. I've got about at least 5 Varanes. I've got another Salah here. Got a couple Koundés, Jota, Zahas, right? So this is kind of like what I've been doing. Just kind of buying certain. I've already put about 4.5 million in cards right now. And what I'm doing right now is I'm buying cards before 6 p.m. because last week I didn't buy before 6 p.m. on Wednesday. And there was no content, and I had to buy at inflated prices. And at that point, I didn't even buy anything on Wednesday because I just thought things were too expensive, and there really wasn't much profit potential from the price I saw on Wednesday night, and then I saw on Thursday trying to get out before 6 p.m. because we just didn't really know what was coming with Team Leader nominee. This week, we're a little bit more clear. We do know Team Leader is coming Friday. So I do think that the market that is a lower to mid-tier market should do okay this week. I'm not talking like 10 to 15k flips per card. I'm just expecting little like 5 to 7k flips. Nothing too crazy. I wouldn't get, greedy with anything. When are you selling these cards? Well, for me, I would be selling this stuff prior to 6 p.m. on Thursday if you wanna be safe. If you want to be risky, and I always tell you guys this before every video, if you want to be risky, right, you can hold till after 6 p.m. and bank on there not really being that much content. But I will say to you, though, that with Team of the Year coming soon, right, EA is going to be updating that loading screen, and that could potentially make certain cards drop in price because, the loading screen is hinting at certain things happening on Friday. And if we do get like a hint that, it's a small shot at this, but if the full team leader comes out on Friday, right, I think you're going to see a lot of market panic on Thursday after 6 p.m. So I think getting out by 6 p.m. I think is probably the safest bet for you guys. If you want to gamble and you want to see if there's some more rise in the cards, go for it. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be greedy this week. I think everything that I'm buying, I'm getting out by 6 p.m. I'm not getting in and I'm kind of waiting the Thursday night. No, I think the panic will start Thursday nighttime and into Friday morning. And we'll talk about that on a video tomorrow night. So, Zaha was one of those cards for me. And we talked about some of the gold cards like Varane. For me, I like him at 140. 135 to 140 for me is just kind of crazy how low this guy actually is. He's actually up a little bit right now. 140 for me would be the buy price. 140 max, I would buy that. Mo Salah, I'd be looking at 175. This Mo Salah last week went from 176 all the way to 194. Do I think he'll do the same thing? I don't know about all the way to 194, but I think 175 and under is a really nice price for this card. As usual, guys, if you're buying defenders, if you're buying CDM, center mids, get them with shadows. If you're getting forwards, wingers, cams, all those kind of cards, make sure you guys get them with hunters. That would be an easier way to sell them for lazy buyers. If you're buying any of these gold cards too, guys, like you saw on my transfer list, I bought a Varane at 140. That was the blue card. I think it was a 142 actually. And the reason why I bought it 2K higher than what I wanted to is because this Champions League one is 148. And these guys you could sell a little bit higher. So if you see the price of the blue card for the same price as the gold, get the blue card. He'll probably sell a little bit higher on Thursday. So I'll be looking at those sort of golds. Conte's another one for me. If you guys can find Conte, I bought 2 at 185 and 188. He's up a little bit right now, but he's 193. I bought a UCL Conte actually at 188, a little bit higher. But if we look at Conte and the UCL one, he's about 198. So I bought him 10k under his current price. I like that a lot, man. Right? If you could find him under like around 185 for the Conte, I think that's too low for this week. So I'd be looking at that. We talked about Zaha, man. This guy, Zaha, does peaks and valleys every single freaking week, guys. All right, every single week, both Zahas go up a decent amount on Thursday. So if you look at Zaha right now, he went from 133 on Wednesday all the way up to 152. So he is a very nice Thursday riser. If you're looking at his graph, he's going down on weekly sell-off, rebounding on Thursdays and Fridays, down again on weekly sell-off. This is a very, very healthy card to trade with. He went down from 136 to 125. He went back to 137. And I've already checked his market sales history. He's already, he was being bought at 137. So I bought 2, one just now at 125. And the other one I bought at 127. So I like those 2 prices for this card. If you can find them around 125 on bid or snipe, I like that for the first in from Zaha. The second in from Zaha, I'd be looking around 180. If I'm being honest, I'd be looking around 180 for this card. I don't think it'll be difficult to get. These guys fluctuate a lot. And like I said, like 188 right there. I mean, you can easily see a 180 on bid here. You know, on one of these pages that are, you know, he's expiring at that point. So Zaha for me is one of those guys you want to be looking at. I think this Valverde card, if you can find him again at the 180 range, it might be difficult, but he did very well again last week. This is 2 weeks. This is a couple weeks in a row now that he's done very well. If you look at his price here, from December 18th, he's gone all the way down. He's price corrected, but since then he's been going up on Thursdays, dropping again on sell-off, up again on Thursdays, down again on sell-off, up again on Thursday, and then down again a decent amount. He was 212 last weekend. So for me, if you look at this daily graph, right, he was just 190. Right, I'm trying to find this guy in like the 180 and under range. That's something that I'm looking at with that Valverde on PS. I really do like that Valverde at 180. He gets a lot of nice links, and I just think this guy could do well again this week. I mean, there's been nothing to suggest that this guy can't go up again, you know, this Thursday. So like 180 and under I think would be a great price for this Valverde. More cards to be looking at. You're looking at this Diego Jota again. Every single week goes up a little bit on Thursdays. He went from like 63 on Wednesday all the way up to like 67. Again, he's a little bit down on fluctuation. If you look at this, he was 63 yesterday at a peak, down to 57, up at 61.5, down to 59, up to 62, right? So if I go and show you guys Jota, I'm looking for a 57 here, okay? He's Liverpool, he's Portuguese, he's low budget, and I think a lot of people would rock with this card if they were doing, you know, if they were doing division rivals on Thursday. So like I said, I do think the market's gonna rise this Thursday. I'd be very shocked if we didn't see a market rise, because people still have to play the game, right? The structure of the game this year makes people have to play weekend division rivals on Thursday and weekend league on the Friday night into the weekend. So I'd be very shocked if I did not see this guy or cards in general really rising. Koundé's another one. Koundé for me at 70k and under. I like French, man. You guys know me. I like French. I like La Liga. I like Ligue 1, some of that stuff this week as well. I like Premier League. I like a lot of stuff like that this week to go up. This Koundé 73,000 coins. For me, 70K, 70.5 with a shadow is the lowest I'd buy him at. Or that's the minimum that I would be buying. No, sorry, the maximum. My English is off right now. Maximum I would buy him at 70.5 with a shadow. And I think you guys can make some decent coins. He goes up every single Thursday as well. This guy was like 90K last week. And that same goes for Bamba, right? Another card that, you know, recently has just been doing very well every single Thursday. Now, this guy right now is up right now because of the Kurzawa link. So if this drops back down to like the 75 to 77 range, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd pick this card up. And I would see it rise a decent amount. Another card to be looking at today is going to be Quadrado, okay? This Quadrado on average got bought at 120 last week, and he was as low as like, and by the way, I'm going to pick that up. Thank you very much. For me, this Quadrado is a really good buy because what happens is the Rule Breaker card is one of the pro player level cards that people like to use, right? So what happens if you look right here, he went from 108 all the way up to 119. So he had a nice rise, right? And again, that's not even showing you guys the low on their fluctuation. That's what I do every single Thursday. I look at the low of their fluctuation and I buy them around there, and then I sell them on the high of the fluctuation or a little bit higher on Thursday, where I can always make coins on these guys. The only way to make the market drop on Thursday is if they drop like a pack code, like we saw a couple weeks ago, if they did do that. So I'm pretty confident the market's going to rise. And a guy like this Quadrado here was literally just 111. And I get him at 102. I don't mind that whatsoever. And I do expect the market to kind of level out a little bit today. At least in the early parts of the day. Because I know that, you know, there was a lot of patrons. There was a lot of people that were buying yesterday. A lot of artificial rises on the market. I could see today being that day where people kind of like sell some things off, right? Doing SBCs. Team of the year is coming, right? They just know that it's coming. I could see it coming a little bit, you know, coming a little bit down today, at least before 6 p.m. And if nothing comes out at 6, then I think the market's going to rise because investors will be buying for Thursday flips. And another reason why I like Thursday flips this week is because not many people have been investing as previous weeks, because everyone's attention has been on Team of the Year. So I expect the market to do pretty good on Thursday. Just for like a 5 to 7K per card, I have no problems with that. If we're looking at more rule breakers, Vanejo every single week. Okay, that's another card that does pretty good. If you look at this guy, yes, he's a left back, and Kurzawa just came out. For me, 175 for this guy, I think is a GG. I like this a lot. And yeah, I'm saying buy him 10K under his current price, but on fluctuation, you will see something like that happen. So 175 for this card for me would be decent. Okay, and we got more stuff right here, right? I'm gonna kind of go through a little quick fire with you guys. You know, I could see the Lozano's rising, right? Lozano is still extinct. The Highlander card is still extinct, so I could see his informs doing pretty good this week. And you know, as long as they're, and what you want to be looking at as well, guys, is what's coming out on Team Week today, right? Insigne's a left wing, Muller's a cam, Yetter's a striker, right? Very, very high tier card. Tielmans, Alberto, right? Nothing really crazy in the Team Week this week. That should make things drop in price. So I expect like a guy like Lozano, his second inform, right? Which I think is around like, he's like a 95 to 96K, right? If I could see this at like 90K today, and again, this is like the beauty of this sort of card. You just buy him, right, at 90K, and you will see a 90K get put up and not really get bought right away because there's so many informs of this card that you could see some nice. It's hard to find this card, so that's why it's good to always trade with these like second and third informs. So I'll be looking at Lozano this week. That's another card for me. I think Llorente's in form. I think we'll do okay. This is a guy every single week, man. Again, that just goes up and up and up. I bought some at 150 flat. I like that price. I think 150 for that is pretty good. Another card to look at. If you're looking at record breakers, I think David Silva might not be a bad shout either. Every single week he does rise. I always buy him on the low of his fluctuation on Wednesdays, and he always goes up on Thursdays, which is great. I mean, he's a card that is so reliable on Thursdays. Right now he's 108. He's hit highs of like 112 today. So like I'm looking like 105 and under for this guy. I'm looking 105, and I like that. It's not too bad at all. Let's keep moving, right? Let's go team of the group stage route. I think team of the group stages, I think Diego Carlos is going to be an interesting one this week. La Liga center back, obviously. You know, I think this is a guy that a lot of people like to use. With Team of the Group stages, they're rare as hell, right? He's currently right now 149. Get him around like the low 140s, like 140 and under, I think would be pretty good for this guy. I think normal cards, right? Like freeze cards are going to be decent. I think Chiellini, Gossens, right? These sort of cards. I think a lot of out-of-pack stuff this week will do well on Thursday. As I think some people are going to be trying to buy some of the stuff before Friday as well. So I think they'll look to buy a little bit earlier on Thursday. And right here, this Gossens at 97. You can find that on a fluctuation at 91. This Chiellini in like the mid 170s, it wouldn't be a bad shot for me either. Chiellini's been, I mean, his position change is so sick that I think, if you change him to Serie A center back in game, I think a lot of people like to use this card. So I would look at that sort of stuff. We talked about Zaha. What other card would I be looking at for a potential Thursday flip? I wouldn't touch icons. I think I would stay away from those for the most part. This Vardy inform, okay? The second inform Vardy. The 88 overall card. If you can find this Vardy at like 190,000 coins, I know that's a little tough because, he's pretty expensive, but right here he's 202. I think around the 190s, I think is pretty good for that card. Other cards, Carrasco. That's another great card. Carrasco is somebody that I've been keeping my eyes on as well. I've been trying to get this guy around like the low 150s, and I just cannot find this guy for the life of me, man. At 150, because I think this is gonna be a really nice one. He's 156 again. Trying to find bids as well, just not really there. I like 150 for this. Really nice card. Left wing. He gets the link to João Felix, who I think is going to rise again this week. João Felix is in form. I like that. What other cards do I like? Lenglet didn't really do great for us last week, so I'm gonna kind of stay away from them. I think that Tierney card is on the low of its fluctuation as well. I think Tierney at like 54, 55 wouldn't be a bad shout either. On PS, I don't think that's a bad shout whatsoever. He's currently 56.5. Try to find him in like the low 50s, I'd say. That's not bad at all. He was 60k yesterday too. And like I said, if we don't get that much content today, then I think the market will rise. And right there, Koundé got bought at 70k on bid. I should have bid on that. That's my bad right there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Like I said, I do think the market's going to rise just because I think there's going to be less packs being left open, meaning the golds can rise. People are going to see prices, and they're still going to see, wow, they are pretty low still. They're going to buy teams for div rivals. And that's why I think the market's going to rise. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.